Many travelers dream of experiencing the beauty of Tanzania, from its stunning national parks to vibrant cultural sites. Yet the costs often seem overwhelming. But with Visit Tanzania for Less, exploring this East African gem on a budget is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a solo backpacker, a volunteer, or just a budget-conscious traveler, we provide valuable insights and resources to make your journey unforgettable without breaking the bank. Book your trip now with just a $300 deposit and flexible monthly payments until your travel date. For more travel inspiration and tips, follow us on Instagram or visit us at visittanzaniaforless.com. Visit Tanzania for Less, your dream adventure within reach.
Good afternoon. It is a little bit after 2. This is your community news and information program, Community Focus. As you may or may not know, this program is hosted by my friend and brother Gregory T. Roberts and myself, Melvin C. Burns II. For the past few weeks, Brother Gregory T. has not been with us. If you've been listening, you know that he has undergone a medical procedure and had some setbacks and in the process of recovering. So as we do every week, we wish you well, Brother Gregory T., and looking forward to getting you back here. And this is 103.7 The Beat. This is Community Focus. Listen, folks, we got a few things going on. This is live, not pre-recorded. You're hearing me live now. This is on our Facebook page as well as our radio platform. So if you don't catch the program today, you can always go to our Facebook page, WVS 103.7 The Beat. You can play it later or download it later, however you choose to do that. We had a guest, had some last minute setbacks. So you got me in here for a little while till my next guest comes in. So if you're listening today, we'll give you a few minutes to kind of have a conversation about some things that might be on your mind. While you're thinking about that, making your notes, let me update you on the weather here in Muskegon Heights and Muskegon. Today, we have a low of 67, high of 79, 45% chance of rain. Again, it rained a little earlier, but a chance of rain a little bit after 6 this afternoon. Saturday, 85% chance of rain, low of 70, high of 78. Sunday, partly cloudy, low 67, high of 78. Monday, sunny, low of 68, high of 81. Tuesday, a low of 70, high of 83, and expected to be partly cloudy. Then the rain returns on Wednesday, low of 72, high of 83. And on Thursday, 70% chance of rain, low of 67, high of 80. So a few rainy days, but overall some very comfortable summer weather. I really enjoy summertime in Muskegon. I always say it's a shame to leave Michigan in the summertime. So I hope you guys are enjoying the summer, enjoying all the activities taking place in Muskegon during the summertime. So let's talk about a few other things. I usually, at this point in the program, give my top 5. I used to call them top 5 news stories. Now they're just top 5 whatevers, but top 5 things to talk about. I started off a list earlier this week, and I was going to call it my top 5 not news. So I'm going to give you 2 not newses, and then maybe 3 or 4 news items. Okay, the top 2 not news stories. I saw this quote in the news, and you could tell me when you hear this quote who it's from. Quote, "We get a lot of BS thrown at us by Putin. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless." End of quote. Do you know who that quote was by? Apparently, last person on the planet to know that Putin doesn't tell it straight was our current president of the United States, referring to the fact that Russia does not seriously want to come to the table. And in fact, they've tremendously stepped up their assault on the Ukraine. The second not news item, uh, you may have heard all the talk about um, all the talk about the big beautiful bill. I call it something else, but let me tell you this: there are some things. It's 900 pages, so I doubt you guys read it. So somewhere, read some summaries. One of my disappointments: you heard the no tax on tip, no tax on overtime. Well, there's a few caveats to that. Um, it's a deduction up to $25,000 on overtime, up to 12,500 on tips. That deduction at the most could save you $1,700. And so, like many things in that bill, it's really designed for high end income earners. Just so you know, but do your own research. And so, again, those taxes are still withheld, and you get your as a deduction. The idea is that you get your money back. Um, when you withhold your taxes. And of course, you're going to need to itemize as opposed to take the standard deduction. So do with that what you will. News stories. Um, have you been following the floods taking place in Central Texas? Just devastating, horrific. I think so far 120 dead, still numerous missing persons. Even when the waters recede, it's just horrible. I lived in a community before where we had floods, and even when they're over, just horrible. So heart goes out to those people. I understand the president is going today to visit the site. Major League Baseball. Guess what team is leading Major League Baseball with a record of 59-35, 4 days away from the All Star game? I give you a hint, it rhymes with Rigers. That's right, it's the Tigers. Having an amazing season. Again, leading all of Major League going into the All Star break. Big news locally. Uh, Zoran Madani has upset the two most well-known contenders in the mayoral primaries in New York City, that being Eric Adams and gosh, name slip. You'll know his name. Just slipped me that quick. But the top two, Cuomo, former Governor Cuomo, and so he's upset the Democratic establishment. Um, so that's our last news item. Big news. But we do have a guest coming to the program. You may or may not know her. Her name is Corrine Rose. Would you join me in welcoming to the program, Miss Corrine Rose?
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
We're doing so much better today.
Good. Well, this is my second time seeing you this week.
Yes.
Good. For people that don't know, tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm Kareen Rose, the owner of Kareen Soul Food Cakes and Catering.
Hmm.
And we're located at 90 West Broadway Avenue. And I do like soul food. It's the grandma at home feel what you get from us. We want
Yes.
you to leave with that experience that your mother or your grandmother just cooked for you, even your grandfather. So
All
that's
right.
how we want you to leave. And we keep all the homemade sweets. We also do wedding cakes, birthday cakes, cater everything.
Yes, yeah, and again, I saw you earlier this week, and I know you. It's been a challenging year. Progress costs. And it's been a
Yes.
challenging year for you, folks that don't know. We've had some construction, uh, not just on Broadway, but on Sanford, that have kind of hindered folks getting to your location. But let
Yes.
folks know you are still open. You stayed open during the construction, so let folks know a little bit about what's going on as you're trying to endure this construction.
Well, the construction it hit us hard. Once they closed Sanford, it we saw it go down slowly, and then when they got in front of the restaurant, we took a zero, and
Hmm.
I was about in tears. Like, how we gonna do this? I mean, I'm like, how am I gonna pay my employees? How we gonna get food? We started throwing away food because it started getting bad, and I'm like, oh my god. So I actually went on social media yesterday. I never ever go out like that, but I try to keep everything honest and real, and I talk to the community. I talk to the
Hmm.
community, And I will say the community showed up in here last night after I did that live, and they have been here all day. I mean, I've been crying all day. I
Hmm.
have, and I'm getting ready for party in the park tonight. But I've been in
Okay.
tears just to see all the customers that's coming in, people I've never even seen. Everybody's supporting.
Oh, well, that's good. And Corinne, it's not just the food. Again, the last couple of years you've been around, I've kind of gotten to know you, and I think your customers respond. It's not just the food, but you, as I've heard you say, if somebody come in there, you'll feed them.
Yes.
And you fed people on the street. People didn't have all their money. I've called you on a pinch and said, "Hey, I need 50 wings by in 2 hours. Can you help me?" And he was like, "Just
Mhm.
like, come on by." So I
Yeah, we
think.
gotta we gotta take care of each other because I always look at it as what if it was my son or my daughter or my granddaughter, and they didn't have and I'm not around. I want somebody to look out for mine. So
Mhm.
I make sure I look out for 'em. I don't care if they need clothes. We look out for them.
Yeah,
You ain't
and
never
I
gonna go hungry around us.
yeah, and I think that's people appreciating that, and people should know again. Um, they can. There's an access road off at the corner of Sixth and Broadway,
Yep.
just on the northeast corner. There's like a two track, paved two track. They can get to your restaurant.
Yeah, the construction company, I met with him yesterday. They're supposed to put more signs up. His goal is to put them up today, some bigger signs,
Okay,
and he want to put them in all other different locations so that
okay,
people can find us. Come around this loop. So if he doesn't have it done today, I'm sure it'll be up by Monday. But
okay.
yeah, they're trying to work on more signage, which is important.
Sure, sure. So people know again, and it just and I want to say I'm probably responsible. It was kind of like one of those. Uh, Worst possible scenarios. We had two different sources of money and two different bids where they kind of fell in at the same time between Broadway and Sanford.
Hmm.
And we tried to do everything possible. So I'll take some responsibility, but I'm glad to see everybody's trying to work. The committee's working to try to make the best of a difficult situation.
Yeah, I'm thankful to those who actually making videos, driving in to show other people how to get in. They're
Hmm.
going out doing videos. I'm grateful to everybody because they did not have to do what they doing, and they helping us, and I appreciate it.
Well, that's good to hear. And let me ask you this: where did you get this love of cooking and its a desire to want to provide food to the community?
Corrine Fox.
Okay.
I'm named after my grandmama.
Okay.
Now my mama all right, but she can't cook. But my grandmama and my grandfather, they were the
Uh-huh.
biggest cooks.
Okay.
And my aunt, she's actually my cousin, but in my heart, she's always been like an auntie.
Uh-huh.
And she just passed away past week last weekend. But
Mhm.
she taught me how to make all of my wedding cakes and birthday cakes. So I
Okay.
was self-taught in everything. My grandmother taught me to homemade cakes and how to cook all the food.
Okay.
So everything was just handed down.
Okay. 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 Well, Corinne, we're glad to have you on and get on short notice. And want to remind people your address is what?
Nine, 90 West Broadway Avenue.
90 West Broadway. Again, folks, despite the construction, you can still get to the restaurant at the corner of 6th and Broadway. Take that little two-track road. There's a few signs there, but look for signs. I know that they're opening up Sanford. There's low work still at the corner, so that'll be a little relief. But
Yeah,
we
tell
want
them
to
just
thank you
make
for.
sure they don't drive through that construction because people been driving through there and
Oh
it's a
gosh,
mess. Do
yeah.
not go through those barriers.
No,
Just
don't go through the construction barriers. Some of the ground is open, so you don't want to do that. It could be very dangerous for you.
mhm.
But I assure you, folks, once you get through the maze to get there, you will be richly rewarded.
Yep.
All right, Corinne,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us. We wish you success.
Thank you for
My
having
wife is
me.
very fond of those wings, so you'll be seeing me again real soon.
All right. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Take care now.
Yep, you too.
All right.
There ain't no limit to where you go when you put your heart in it. We going far, but the sky is the limit. There ain't no place like home. It's the kids' free trip to Africa, going back to the motherland. You gon' wish you were there with us. Pack your bags 'cause we're leaving now. Kids' free trip to Africa.
Okay, good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to a Community Focus. Look, things are moving around here, so you just have to keep up. I'm going to have my next two guests introduce themselves.
I'm Kwame James.
Okay.
I'm Maggie Doyle.
Okay. We have Kwame James and Maggie Doyle, and you all are with Indie Next Gen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Why don't you tell our listeners what that is and what brings you here today?
Yeah, absolutely. So Indie Next Gen is a chapter of Indivisible, which is a national organization committed to resisting tyranny and preserving democracy.
Okay.
And we decided to create a space for a younger group of people. We joke that young and young at heart, so everyone is welcome.
Okay.
And it is a space for people to be more progressive than maybe even just the Democratic Party, and move in a direction that I think a lot of the youth is moving at this point in terms of like general value set.
Okay. So are we talking about political activity, or are we talking about a broader spectrum than just political activity?
There is a political element to it, absolutely, but our group likes to focus on community-based efforts for sure.
Okay. Now, how long have you had the group here in Muskegon?
This group just started within the past 2 months, so
Okay.
we're still pretty new.
So what was there a cry out to, hey, we need this here? What caused the Muskegon group to reach out to this national organization and say, hey, we'd like to do this here?
That's a great question. And we are actually, we started with a chapter called Indivisible on the Lakeshore.
Okay.
And decided that we wanted a space to be more progressive and have those kinds of conversations. And that's how we got to form our own group.
Okay. So if I'm listening today and I say, oh, that sounds interesting, how can folks, if you're indivisible, I'm sure you're visible when people need to find you.
Yes,
So
sir.
how can folks contact you and get more information?
Facebook is the number one way.
Okay.
And we are also active on Instagram, and we have a Discord, which is what the youngins are using these days.
For the folks that don't know,
tell
people what a Discord is.
Discord is it's a messaging app that is a little bit more specified. It's sort of like, I think of like old chat rooms, but then you have like different rooms.
Yeah, I actually know what they are, but I have to act like an old guy in the room.
I had to do a lot of learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So group's been formed about 2 weeks now.
2 months.
2 months. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So what's on the agenda now? Where are we now with the group in development?
Yeah, so we're actually going to put on one of our first events next week, Thursday.
Okay.
It's going to be at Mona Lake Park off of Seaway.
Okay.
It's going to start at 6:30, and it's an event honoring the civil rights leader, John Lewis.
Oh, okay.
That is the day of his death, and his family has requested that that everybody across the country celebrate his legacy. And so one of the number one things that he really pushed for was voter registration and getting people registered to vote. Luckily, in Michigan, we're given the option to register to vote when we get our driver's license. So a lot of people are registered and don't realize it. One of the things that we're pushing for now is getting registered for a permanent absentee ballot.
Okay.
Because then it will be mailed to you and you won't miss any elections. Yeah. There are a lot of small things that come through, like voting on the library millage or voting on the museum millage. Like, are we going to continue to fund those things with our tax dollars? And people love those things and have no idea that we're voting on them.
Right.
But if it gets sent to you in the mail, you won't miss it.
Yeah.
So that's the big push right now.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, as states go, where does Michigan fall in terms of ease of voting, ease of getting registered? I know we're probably not at the top. So
we really are. We're about as good as it gets. That capacity for automatic voting with your driver's license registration is pretty much top tier across the country.
Okay. I'll admit, I was one of those people a little skeptical. But it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and they made some of the changes with the voting. I was a little skeptical, but I have to say I've been pleased because it did get a few more people in the process. And we do want to make it easy for people to vote and be registered. And like I said, a lot of people register when they turn 18 because you check that box or you get your license and don't know it.
Yeah.
People are transient, so their mail, their actual little card comes to a place where they don't live anymore.
Exactly.
So I think it's good again. So will you be able to register people or be able to tell them that where they're already registered at?
I believe so. Both of those things. And we're also hosting speakers.
Oh,
so we're going to have speakers from the community come and speak. Odell Weaver will be speaking. Okay. Michelle Tyson from Taking Back Muskegon. If you're not familiar with that organization, it's amazing. Okay. And Fred Johnson from Hope College will also be speaking.
Okay, I haven't seen him in a few years.
Yeah.
So what day is this program?
On Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, that's
July 17th.
Mm-hmm. And what time?
6:30.
6:30 at Mona Lake Park.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, so it's like the precursor to all the festival events taking place.
Yeah.
You said that's the date of the death of John Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Well, we'll be part of national events taking place all over the country. So that'll be awesome.
Yeah, they're titling the national push "Good Trouble Lives On."
Oh, I like that. Good Trouble Lives On. Yes. Trouble, Good. That's awesome. So what kind of response have you been getting to folks here in Muskegon?
Really positive. People are excited about what's coming up here. It's surprising, even occasionally people are like, "Oh, Mona Lake Park. Oh, that's a great idea." Like people are not expecting as much from each other, I think, as we need to.
Okay.
And what I've been so impressed by with this group, Indie Next Gen, is the way that they're stepping up to the plate to really push back in a time when if we don't push back, we're going to get bulldozed and rolled over. Like, these are ugly times, and we're going to have to all pull together to get through it.
Yeah, I have a 25-year-old at home. Is it kind of feel like that? Maybe 18 to 35 group just feels like they aren't being heard by the parties and they don't have a voice. Is that kind of what you're sensing?
I don't think it's just them, but certainly.
True. I know a 63-year-old feels that way sometimes.
A lot of people feel like what's considered sort of centrist or mainstream or like that whole attitude is really part of the problem, like a part of the problem that we need to address. And the way to address it is to get together in a coordinated way so that we can speak to those folks who don't get it yet, who don't get that. There's no time to be conciliatory. There's no time to be, to expect that the people who are really sabotaging our culture and our country are going to listen to reason. That's not what they're here. That's we have to fight back. I hate to say it, but it's real.
When we're a few years removed from the heyday of John Lewis or Jesse Jackson or even a Martin Luther King, and I think I often say this, some of those people that resisted him are still around, and they're and they were just waiting for their turn.
It goes both ways.
And so it's kind of like we've been waiting for our moment now, and so those attitudes, are still around, and it's kind of like, well, good, all that trouble's over with. We can kind of go back to what we used to do. And so I think for younger generations to know, it's like, there's still a fight there. There's still a cause. So
this is why the history is so important. We have to keep telling each generation the stories of all the generations before. It keeps going back and forth. But when we see something big, like that huge horrible bill that just passed in Congress, like that, that's not the first time that something like this has happened. And so we don't have to feel like, oh, this is just the end of the world. No, this is just another blow that we have to swing back on.
I think part of it's that connection. Again, you talk about John Lewis, and again, I got a 25-year-old to say, that's just, he's just a little younger than your grandparents, and I know there's a connection there. It's not ancient history. It's history, but it's not ancient history. And again, if you're unaware of it, again, those same attitudes still have lingered a little bit beneath the surface, but they're rising up, and they don't mean your future good at all. So good. I'm excited to hear about this. I thank you guys so much for coming in. Again, tell people how they can get in contact with you.
Yes, on Facebook, Indie Next Gen, INDY NEXTGEN.
You're on Facebook and Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
And the event is taking place
Thursday at Mona Lake Park at 6:30, July 17th.
Great. Well, no, I thank you guys so much for coming in on short notice, and hopefully our audience is being informed like they expect to do when they come in. 30 seconds. You got any final comments you want to share?
Thank you so much for having us. It's an honor.
Okay. You should probably tell folks what else you do in your free time.
Well, there's always too much to do. And the reality is that I have been on the school board for Muskegon, but just since the beginning of the year, I'm not. I am now focusing on community efforts and getting the young people involved with changing this world, because Lord knows we can't let it keep going the way it's been.
All right. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Thank you
all right.
very much.
Thank you.
There ain't no limit to where you go when you put your heart in it. We going far, but the sky is the limit. There ain't no place like home. It's the kids' free trip to Africa, going back to the motherland. You gon' wish you were there with us. Pack your bags 'cause we're leaving now. Kids' free trip to Africa, going back to the motherland. You gon' wish you were there with us. Pack your bags 'cause we're leaving now. Where my sisters at? Where my brothers at? No. There ain't no limit to where you go when you put your heart in it. We going far, but the sky is the limit. There ain't no place like home. It's the kids' free trip to Africa, going back to the motherland. You gon' wish you were there with us. Pack your bags 'cause we're leaving now. Kids' free trip to Africa, going back to the motherland. You gon' wish you were there with us. Pack your bags 'cause we're leaving now. It's the kids' free trip to Africa.
All right. Good afternoon again. Welcome back to Community Focus. We have another guest here in the studio. I want to welcome a young lady to the program. Her name is Cannetha Dozier. Welcome to the program.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Ms. Dozier, why don't you, before we jump in, tell people a little bit about you. We're talking earlier, you're a Muskegon Heights graduate. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Cannetha Dozier. I am a 1994 graduate of the Muskegon Heights Tigers.
All right. Go Tigers.
Yes, I am a member of the New Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Church, where Andre Lamont Williams Jr. is my pastor.
Okay. And so what brings you into the studio today?
Well, I am new to the committee of the Muskegon Heights Festival in the Park.
Okay. All right. And the Festival of the Park will be taking place like 2 weeks from now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is your first year on the committee, right?
This is my first year.
All right. So you're working with Miss Rankin and the whole group. Everything's going on.
Excited.
Yeah, sure. That's been an interesting experience for
Yes, yes. Mimi is very fun.
you. She is. Yeah. The meetings are going to be lively.
Yes.
But you have to do your work and get ready. But the
Yes.
I'm sure the meetings are lively. Shout out to you, Mimi. We love you. So what aspect of the festival are you involved in?
So I am involved in the Kid Night.
Okay. The Kid Night. What night is that?
That is Monday. That is the opening night of the festival.
What made you want to work with what brought you to work with the festival in the first place?
Well, I enjoy kids. With church, I do praise dancing.
Okay.
I also do used to work at Muskegon Heights High School, where I was the lead cook for 6 years.
Okay.
So I really enjoy working with children.
Oh, great. So this is just a natural outgrowth of things you
Yes.
enjoy doing. So tell me about Kids Night.
So Kids Night. Okay. So on Monday, July 21st, we will start at 10 a.m. to 12 noon, which is the Belt Boys basketball camp, which is hosted by David Day, Jordan Briggs, and Deshauna Day.
Okay.
It was from ages 6 to 14.
Okay.
And we have a small cost, which is $25.
Okay. So there's a basketball camp taking place, 6
Yes.
to 14. Some very good experienced basketball players.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So what else we got going
And
on?
also from 12 to 4, we will have a day party. We will have a DJ. We will have the 360 machine, which is available 3 to 7:30. Between 1 and 7:30, we have kids activities, which is the small bounce house, large bounce house, obstacle course, inflatable arcades, hoops, and basketball. We have large games, Jenga, cornhole, cup pong, Connect Four, laser tag, bumper cars, and especially the movie night.
The movie night.
Yes.
Tell me about the movie night.
Okay, so movie night, we are going to do Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
Yes, really excited. Oh, and we also have a spelling bee that's going on.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good. So for people that might say movie night at a festival, tell people how this movie night works.
So it's kind of like movies
Mhm.
on the lake. So we'll
Okay.
be in a tent and we'll have a big blow up portable movie screen, and
Okay.
we'll just sit down and we'll have hot dogs, we'll have popcorn, just a night out for the kids to enjoy.
Okay. So like the basketball event, do they need to pre-register or they can register the day of the
No, you
event?
can register the day of.
Okay. Okay. So what do parents need to know if they're thinking of bringing their kids out there? What age group are the events
So
planned
all
for?
our events is very kid friendly. We always say that there's nothing for the kids. This is a night that is all about the kids.
Mhm.
So actually from 0 on up, just bring them in, we can have fun.
Okay. So they don't need to pre-register.
No,
Is there a cost for any of the activities?
the only cost is for the basketball camp, and that's $25 per person.
All right. Well, good. It's like there's a afternoon for folks to get out and enjoy themselves and have a
Yes,
good
it
time.
is.
Um, I don't know if you mentioned, is there food available?
Yes, so we will
Okay.
have hot dogs and popcorn.
Okay. Hot dogs,
Yes.
like movie food.
Movie food. That's
Okay.
right.
Good. Good. Sounds exciting. It's going to be on the 21st, you said?
Yes, sir.
July 21st. Um, the festival, this is your first year
Yes.
going out to Mona Lake.
Yes.
Have you guys had any concerns, some discussion about how we're going to make that work at Mona Lake?
So a lot of concerns was with crossing the street for the kids because
Yeah.
we know some kids have to cross the street. So we have got a lot of police involved. So we will have someone on Monday crossing them over. So
Okay.
we plan on making it as safe as possible for them.
Okay, so it'll be an actual officer that'll be helping.
Yes.
So, and that's important for parents to know what concerns with that being busy, business 31 there.
Yes.
They'll have some help cross there. So, as far as at the park, should parents be concerned about security, those kind of things?
It is very enforced. We have a lot of volunteers. We have a lot of people on our committee, and we have a lot of police enforcement.
Okay, and so just so folks know, again, I've worked with Spence.
Mhm.
When you talk about planning, tell people some of the groups that are involved as you all plan for this festival.
Okay,
in the park.
so on Tuesday we will be doing gospel nights.
Okay.
Also we will have health screenings every day. Every day you can come out and do health screenings every day.
Okay.
On Wednesday we have the comedy in the tent, which is at 6 p.m. Thursday we will have R&B in the tent, and again, all vendors for health screening will be there.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday is one of our big days. It's the Senior Citizens Day, which we will have a food giveaway, which is hosted by the Christ Temple Church.
Okay, what's really important to know is what age do you qualify for senior citizens?
Senior citizens, so 62 and over
All
is
right.
senior citizens.
All right, that was personal, but I still need to know. Everybody else needs to know
Yes,
too.
senior
Okay.
citizens,
All
yes.
right, awesome. And then that's Friday, senior
Yes.
citizen event.
But we're not limited. So if you in need, just come out. We're not just going to limit it to the senior citizens. It's
Okay.
open, especially for the senior citizens. But if you in need to come get something to eat, please, please, please come get something to eat. That night, the beer tent will be open.
Okay.
And we will have Changing Faces, which is at 6 p.m. And the cost for those tickets are $25, which can be purchased at Urban Apparel.
Okay, so that'll be taking place inside the beer tent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And again, for people that don't know, yes, there's a beer tent there, and you've probably seen this, but the kids cannot come in the beer tent.
Amen.
So there's a separation, so you don't have to worry about that as well.
And on Saturday is our parade, which starts at 11 o'clock, which is going to be a little different because if everybody know, Broadway is under construction.
Okay.
So we'll be coming up Hackley Street, which will start at Muskegon Family Care in the Getty Street parking lot, and we'll go to the Muskegon Heights High School. Okay. So again, that has changed, and we'll be going down Hackley Street at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Now, can folks still get in the parade? I mean, you have to
Yes, you can.
Okay.
The deadline is the 15th. So
Okay.
if you need any information, you can contact me, Miss Rankins, Frida, just give us a shout out if you would like to be a part of the parade.
Okay, good. So we got a different route for the parade. We're coming up Hackley to Sanford,
Yes.
and then turn and we're going to conclude at the high school.
Yes.
Oh, good, good. Okay. Well, good. No, again, we had some changes, so we'll work that out. But
yes,
change can be exciting.
Yes.
All right. Now, I
Change is
understand
good.
Saturday there's another big event taking place too. What else? What else is going on?
So we
Saturday?
also have the Kid Carnival that will be Saturday. Also, the beer tent will be open, health screenings, and we'll have plenty of vendors. With plenty of vendors, and also we'll be celebrating the Levert Experience, which is 103.7, the Beat 23rd year anniversary.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
And you can only get those tickets online, though.
Okay.
Online.
Okay. Yeah. So that concert, the Levert Experience, the doors open at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7. Again, that'll be like the last concluding event for that week, right?
Yes.
Big concert. Man, there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
Yeah. Folks should, so if folks need to get in contact with you or Ms. Rankin, how can they do that?
So you can get in contact with me, 231-531-6228. We're also on Facebook if you need to get in contact with any of us.
Okay. So tell me, this is your first year. Tell me, and when did you guys start planning for the
So we've been planning for a couple of months. So
Okay.
we haven't just started. We put a lot of thought into this. And like we said, with the Broadway under construction, we thought, bring it to Mona Lake. Let's do something different.
So what's the experience been like? You know, getting work this, and this committee's been around for years. You know, different people come and go, but what's the experience been like?
So the experience is wonderful. I'm a person that believes in Muskegon Heights. I am a Muskegon Heights resident. We always talk bad about our city, but we never talk about the great things.
Okay.
So this is one of the things that I really adore Mimi for, because there's a lot of things she could do instead of doing this, but she believes also in her community. So I was really excited to get on the bandwagon for this.
Okay. I wanted to ask you something. You know, we have all this fun activities going on.
Yes.
But we want to talk about going along with that is it Health Week?
Yes.
So talk about Health Week and why we're doing that during the festival.
Okay, so Health Week is really important. A lot of us, and I say us because I'm one of the people who don't really like going to the doctors. Some of us are really private. So this is a way that you can come, you know, talk to someone one-on-one who has time. You don't have to worry about being rushed, that has resources. Mimi is definitely a resource person. If you can't get it, she know how to get it for you. You just got to go to her. And that's another thing that I love. If she can help you, she's going to help you.
Yeah. And so do you know when they say these health screenings, will they be like taking your blood pressure, those kind of
They'll
things?
be taking your blood pressure. They'll be, I don't know if anybody knows, but the measles been having an outbreak.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely be having information on that.
Okay.
Blood pressure, diabetes, anything that you have concerns about and like to get screened, just come on out. And if we're not doing it, we know somebody who can do it.
Good. Well, that's good. You can not just come out and have a good time, but you can come out and get some good information. Maybe you know, I know you can never, especially when you get to a certain age group, you can never check your blood pressure too much.
Yes.
So before you decide to go out and
Stress.
hit the beer tent, maybe make sure everything's okay before you
fall out.
decide to dance on the table. Make sure you're prepared. You're ready for that. Get your pressure down a little bit.
Yes.
Well, good. It sounds exciting. Being your first year. So at the end of that week, what will make you feel good and you feel like it's been a success?
The very important thing is no violence, that we can get together and have fun as a family and embrace each other. We've had a dark cloud and things that's been going on. So to me, to make everything a success for me is to just make sure that we come out and enjoy with no BS.
And I know the police department is involved in the planning and their attitude is not, hey, it's chance of like of people. They want it to be a successful event. And I know in the past we've had like state troopers come in and we always joke because they never know what to expect. They don't, they're eating barbecue and doing electric slide. So for people that have any concern, things happen everywhere.
Yes.
But if you want to get a feel for what Muskegon culture is like and how we are.
Yes.
When I go, one of the things is like I see people, if I don't see them at church in Myers, I might not see them.
Yes.
And so you just, you know how we are, Messiah. So
Yes.
when we get out, we just like seeing each other.
Yes.
We just like being around each other.
Yes.
So if you want to get a sense of what Muskegon Heights is like,
Come on down.
the festival is just a tremendous place to do that. You
Yes.
we just see people.
Yes.
And like you're talking about, we've never met, but we know each other's families.
Yes.
And so whether we know each other from church or our families, you just have to you just have to see what it's like when a bunch of Muskegon Heights folks get together.
Yes.
We know how to have a good time and enjoy
Yes.
ourselves. So this gives folks a chance to do that. You want to give a shout out to any of the folks on the committee there today?
So yes, I do want to give a shout out. Definitely to Ifrida Day, David Day the third, Jordan Briggs, Deshana, Carrie, Ottman. I don't want to miss nobody, y'all. Let's see.
Is Carrie still holding down the beer tent?
Yeah, Carrie in between.
Okay.
We have Ricky Anderson, Mihan. We have Marcus Childers Jr. We have Pastor Kai Guy. We have Stephanie Briggs. We have Timberland Academy. Chapel. We just got a host of people that's working with us, and I'm just really excited. We got Culver's donating ice cream custard for the kids. So it's just I'm just really excited. And the Muskegon Heights Police team, the DPW, everybody that's working to make this a success.
You know, it's good to hear as you say those names. I hear some older names I know, and I hear some younger names I know, but they see them involved.
Yes.
Again, that's good. It shows again, like yourself. This is your first year, but I'm sure you've been to the festival before.
Yes.
So you see somebody who came in and participated and say, you know what? I want to help be a part of that too. So that's awesome to hear.
Because our seniors are getting older, so we're going to need somebody to take it over. So if we're not involved in learning how to do it, then it ends up fading away. So
well, that's just tremendous. Let's again, the festival starts July the 21st with our Youth Day. We got all kind of activities lined up for our youth. We got a nice, safe venue prepared for them.
Safe place.
Now I hate to say this because we like to not even say this word, but there may be rain.
Yes.
What's the plan if it rains?
So if it rains, we have a tent. We have a big old tent. So the festival will still go on, rain, sleet, and you're in Michigan, snow. We're going to have a great time.
Okay. So that's awesome. And again, plenty of parking. I know they go through how to organize the parking.
Yes.
I think the park will be one way in, one way out that day.
Yes, because the vendors will be in one area and then the parking will be in one area. So you'll be able to taste a little bit of food and just really have fun.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Ms. Dozier, I was going to say Ms. Kate after I talked to you.
Either one. Yes.
Yeah. So you've enjoyed this experience being involved. You think you're going to do it again next year? Or should I wait till after the festival?
No, I'm going to listen. I am a tiger, a diehard tiger. I am a diehard tiger. So even with the obstacles, I'm still rolling with them.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when we used to work with it, this is what used to get me like. At the end of the week, you're exhausted. People were like, we need to do this more often. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired and I don't like people now. I need some time to recover. But I enjoyed it so many years. Just a good time. Glad to see some new faces involved with the festival. And I live close. I'm going to just walk down and enjoy it a few days. I don't have any kids for Kids Day, but I may just come down and take a look around. Again, do you still need volunteers?
Yes. We always take in volunteers. So if you feel that you want to get involved and help out in any day, just like I said, reach out and let me know. I'm on Facebook. Ifrida Jenkins is on Facebook. Marquise Childers. We're all available.
Okay. Good. So we got volunteers. We got the parade with a new route.
Yes.
We got the Kids Day. We got all kind of entertainment.
Free
Again,
haircuts.
we want to remind. Okay, you didn't mention free haircuts.
Yes, I did.
Okay. That's okay.
Yes.
What about the free haircuts?
So
again, something I won't need, but it's good to know.
During the Kids Day on Monday, we also have a couple of people that's going to be offering free haircuts.
Awesome.
So just bring the kids on down and let them be surprised at a little couple of new activities that's involved.
Good. And a little something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
That's outstanding. We're starting on the 21st, going through the entire week. A couple of paid concerts. So is the beer tent, is that every night?
So the beer tent will start on Thursday night.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
Good. Awesome. Miss, I see you said, okay, Miss Dozier. I'm sorry.
I am a Kate,
Yeah.
so it doesn't
So
matter.
just so folks know, we're sitting there talking before the interview. We kind of just chatting. I went to school with two of her aunts, well, a couple of your uncles too, but when it's particularly two of your aunts I graduated with. So since she said that, I keep wanting to call her by her aunt's name. Well, and actually, your mom worked for me one summer.
Okay.
I come home and for the city, I run summer youth programs.
Okay.
And so I remember one summer she worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember your mom. So
Yes.
just good to make the connection.
Yes.
And we know we have that orange and black.
Orange and black.
That just runs through our veins.
The roar.
I'm in fact the latter part of that week I will be in Detroit for my 45th high school reunion.
Okay.
So yep, still the Tiger,
Yes.
still yep, still got that orange and black in my blood.
Yes.
Good. So we're excited again to have the festival taking place this week. We're excited to have new volunteers and folks being there. Great to hear about again, the life things have just grown over the years.
Yes.
So even the kid, the youth day, the kids day,
Yes.
all these activities. And glad to hear that you're volunteering and being a
I'm
part of
so
it.
excited.
Good. I'm gonna give you the chance. Any final comments you want to say about the festival?
Just come on out. Not only are we having fun, we're having an educational moment, which is the spelling bee. So come on out and get involved. And the spelling bee is for the 3rd graders, 5th graders, 6th and 8th graders. It's 50 words in each group. Each participant will get a certificate, and the winner, of course, get the big prize.
All right. Yeah, that's new to a spelling bee. Who's sponsoring that?
So the spelling bee is hosted by Norman Young.
Okay, awesome. So not just get to have a good time, you get a chance to expand your vocabulary and have your kids come out there and give it a shot.
Yes.
This is awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for allowing me to come.
All right, it's good having you here.
Yes.
All right, folks. Just a fast-paced afternoon. I want to thank all of our guests. I want to thank Corinne Rose of Corinne's in downtown Muskegon Heights. Get down there and grab you a meal before the weekend's over. I want to thank the folks from Indy Next Gen here in Muskegon. If you're looking for a chance to get involved politically, keep them in mind. And I want to thank also again the Festival in the Park. For they had to make some changes this year, but remember talking to Ms. Rankin early on. But we find a way to make things happen instead of making excuses.
Yes,
we find a way to make things happen. I love being a part of this community. There are times like this in the summertime, getting out and meeting folks. It doesn't get any better. So hopefully I'll see you down at the festival. Just a few closing remarks. Again, I started off just talking about my news or top 5 stories. You can get bogged down. I don't know about you, but I have to take a break from the news sometime.
Yes.
Part of my job is to watch the news and be informed and know what's going on, but I have to take a break sometimes. And so I just want to encourage people. A reporter told me this years ago, the TV stations, the editors, they decide what news is, and they decide what to put in their print media or put in front of you. But that doesn't mean that's the most important thing. And news doesn't always mean it's the most important thing. You might have thought the most important thing was what was happening in Washington until you see kids washed away in a flood at a camp. And so don't let what happens in the news dictate your life. Don't let it dictate your day. Don't let it dictate how you treat your family and friends. Make your own news. Make your own headlines. So I want to encourage you to do that. Enjoy this beautiful summer we're having. Okay. This has been Community Focus. I want to say to my brother, Gregory T, get well, brother. But we chatted a little bit earlier in the week. Get well. We miss you here. To Lady J, Meehan, Big Rob, our fearless leader, PA, I thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity. You guys know I love the community, and Community Focus gives me a chance, and Gregory a chance just to bring our community to folks out there. Keep tuning in, keep listening. We'll be here every Friday with more exciting guests and more information for our community. This has been Community Focus. Go out and be a blessing.
The wait is over. The all-new Umoja Radio Network, home to over 40 Black-owned radio stations and podcasts, is here for you. Connect to the world's fastest-growing collection of unapologetically Black and proud media, from podcasts to independent Black-owned radio stations, and access to the important news and music you need. Umoja Radio is from our culture, by our culture, for our culture. The all-new Umoja Radio is available right now on Google Play and the Apple Store. Join the movement. Be empowered.